Good morning, Internet. This is the old fat dad, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the Goober Nation gun range. Today we're going to take another look at a couple of hypervelocity types of ammo, another showdown of the fastest of the fast. This is the Aguila Supermaximum hollow point versus Stinger. And here are the two contenders today. We've got the Stinger 32 grain bullet going 1640 feet per second, and the Aguila Supermaximum hollow point, a 30 grain bullet going 1700 feet per second. We're going to be shooting it out of the good old Taurus TX22, and our targets are going to be the clay block, the small game simulator, aka can of dog food, tough skin, meaty interior, and we'll finish off with some 2 liters of diet pop. Okie dokie. There is our clay. Where are you? Right there. And I was thinking, before I get to shooting this really fast hypervelocity stuff, I think it'd be worthwhile to try out just one round of regular standard velocity ammo, and we're going to shoot it into the clay and just see what kind of hole it makes, and maybe compare that to our hypervelocity ammo. See if there's a big difference when you bump it up to that speed in those hollow points. All right, so standard velocity, one shot into the clay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, let's check it out. So as you can see, we got a little tiny hole in and little tiny hole out, and they're about the same size, no real expansion. So our standard velocity just kind of ice picks through our clay. Let's bump it up now. We're going to do the Stinger first and see what that does to this block. Alright, now we've got one round of the good old Stinger loaded up. Got a fresh new block right there. Let's see what happens. You know what? Before we do though, would you do me a favor? Go ahead and head down below and hit that subscribe and that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you feel very generous, there's a heart with a $sign down there as well. I think it's called Super Thanks. If you feel like donating to the channel, that really is the best way. Helps keep me in high quality ammo and high quality dog food as well. All right, let's get back to shooting. Oh man. I think I hit a little high. We're gonna redo that one. Got so preoccupied begging for money there, I forgot how to aim. Let's try it again. Stinger's on the clay block. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Here we go. And just like in my previous video, you can see we've got a big old entrance right there, lots of cavitation, and kind of a tiny hole out the back for the Stinger. So not a whole lot of difference in results, which is good. It means we've got some consistent testing, at least old fat dad levels of consistent testing. Let's switch it out to the Aguila Supermaximum hollow point, and we'll see how that does. Alright, we got one round of that Aguila Supermaximum hollow point loaded up, and another fresh block right there. What kind of damage are we going to do with our Aguila? Wow, okay, that is quite a hole. Well, this is a very, very large hole through the front of our clay block here. That is very impressive. A huge amount of cavitation there, and out the back, not a giant exit, but at least on the level of the CCI Stinger, and maybe a little bit bigger. This is really impressive. I wasn't expecting the Aguila to perform this well. This is wow. And like a big old dum-dum, I squished up the Stinger block while I was standing here talking to you guys. So I can't show you that, but here is the Aguila and the standard velocity next to each other. Those are the entrances, and here's the exits. This is the Aguila standard velocity, and you can see that there is a really big difference between our just standard bulk pack ammo and this nicer hypervelocity stuff. Time to move on to the small game simulator. There is our little can of dog food there. We've got one round of the Stinger loaded up. She's ready to go. Let's see how our Stinger does on the gravy train today. Ooh, nice hit. Let's check it out. So it looked like we had a pretty solid hit. Saw a lot of action up there, but coming up to the can, I'm not seeing a lot of destruction, unfortunately. Here's our tiny little hole in, and nice size hole out the back, but you know, nothing super crazy. I don't even see a whole lot of lumps or bulging going on at the top or bottom of this can. Stinger's not really showing us a whole lot here. Let's see what the Aguila does. One round of Aguila Supermaximum hollow point loaded up, fresh can of dog food. What's gonna happen? Oh yeah! Wow, wow! That was way better than the Stinger. Let's check out that slow-mo. I think the Stinger just got whooped. Here is the entrance for that Aguila, and here is the exit on the Aguila. Let's take some of this paper off here. It is way more out the back and way more in the front. We've got all sorts of warping and bulging and all sorts of nasty stuff going on with the can. The Stinger just got its butt kicked. All right, here's our two cans. Here's the entrance on the Stinger, entrance on the Aguila. Yeah, big difference. And then out the back, Stinger over here, Aguila over here. Again, just a huge difference. I am seriously impressed with this Aguila ammo. But we're not done yet. We've still got our pop bottles to shoot. Let me get those set up. And again, we are starting with the Stinger on our Diet Coke up there. Let's see what kind of damage he does. You really got to redeem yourself here, Stingers. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Wow. Okay, so the Stinger definitely put a hurting on that Coke bottle. Let's go check it out. Here, Stingers. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Whoa. Stingers. Here we go. Okay, here is that Coke bottle. So I'm not going to mess it up this time. This is our entrance. Just a tiny little entrance, 22 hole going through. And then on the back side, we've got quite the rip in the bottle. That was explosive results with the CCI Stinger. It did a very good job blowing up our 2-liter. Let's see how the Aguila does. One round of Aguila Supermaximum hollow point loaded up. We've got a fresh Diet Coke bottle right there. Is it going to be a clean sweep for the Aguila? It's going to be tough to hit harder than that Stinger just hit. Let's find out. Oh, wow. Okay, so still energetic results, but definitely hits differently. So let's see what the slow motion tells us. Well, it's kind of a tough one here. This is the Aguila's entrance, I think, right up here. Tiny little hole, but on the front, just ripped it real good. And out the back, we've got a sizable hole. Looks like it expanded a little bit and poked through that back there. Really mangled this bottle. Just looking at the bottle, I gotta say the Aguila won. But from the slow-mo, we got quite the reaction out of the Stinger. This is a tough one. I think overall the Aguila won, but I don't know about this last one. I'm gonna have to ask you guys. What do you think, Aguila or Stinger on the pop bottle? For you folks who want to see this exact matchup in some ballistic gel, I'm going to link to a video from Guns and Cars up here and probably down